All right, Huber.
Yo.
Next up on our list, a game that we've been cautiously optimistic for, but you saw it at Gamescom and had some questions and stuff.
Yeah. Didn't get to play it there, but I saw it and it was pretty early on. So.
Yeah. So this is Spine.
Yeah.
Gun Fu.
is
what it's all about.
John Wick core.
Right. You've got
John Woo core.
A spine buddy on your back.
Yeah. Uneasy alliance.
As you do all these martial arts moves and grab the guns and all that. So tell us how it is like now at Summer Game Fest.
Better.
Yeah.
For sure. Still cautiously optimistic about this one, but I got to play it this time. And it felt good, actually. It felt pretty cool. Still rough around the edges, so let that be known. And they know, too. They wanted honest feedback, and I was like, yeah, the camera needs a little bit of work here and there. The shooting doesn't feel as good as Melee.
Right.
And that's kind of the bread and butter is the Melee vibe. And it's like Arkham. If you played...
it looks like...
Yeah, definitely. Now that you say that immediately.
Yeah. You punch them enough times, and then you can use a finisher on them, and the finisher is like a John Wick style execution. Slam their head on the table, shoot them in the head, stuff like that. And the spine you have can give you like different abilities. I didn't really get to see a lot of that, but they showed me that once you progress and your trust level goes up with the spine, then you have more access to different skill points and moves. They didn't really go into all that, just kind of saying that, you start off really uneasy with this spine on you. It has like a full-on AI voice thing. Like, have you ever seen the movie Upgrade?
I was just going to say, it's like Upgrade.
Exactly. So there's that. They were shouting out so many movies and games, of course. They were bringing up Wet and Stranglehold.
Okay.
All this stuff.
What about I'm seeing in the footage the spray move, this kind of spin spray.
So you're like a graffiti artist is like you're like a rebel graffitiist, and your spray is on a cooldown. You can use that to kind of just stun enemies, if you're getting overwhelmed. It was really good for the boss, which I think it'll show later on. The shotgun was really fun. Good. Limited ammo. You have like unlimited pistol ammo. But when I got a shotgun at one point, you just hit him like 2 times, and then she just like boom, like full on execution with the shotgun. Dude, full on John Wick Chapter 4 nod. Camera went up, Hotline Miami style. You're running through with the shotgun. So they know what they're doing. There it is. Yep, right on cue. Perfect. So they know exactly what their inspiration is. They're wearing it on their sleeve, and it was just fun to talk to the dev because, all you can hope for is that someone is insanely passionate about what they're doing. And this guy was just like, this movie, this game. Like,
yeah, that's the funny thing. Like, this camera angle actually does give it that sense of it being like the film set.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally. They were talking about how, games are bigger now, and you have to commit a lot of time to it. So they're like, yeah, this is kind of the opposite. Like, you can play a chapter a night. It'll run, you can play for like 30 minutes at a time. You can play for a couple hours. You can really play this game in doses, which I appreciated. So, yeah, what else? It was pretty brief. A lot of it was just, Batman Arkham style combat. You can use the guns to shoot, but I just never really found that effective. I usually would just like charge at him and
right. Yeah, I mean,
down. And it just didn't feel
like
as
the
good.
shotgun has really good impact, but like you're saying, it's like the pistols feel more like BB guns.
Yeah. Except when you do an execution, then you really feel it, and it's awesome. Every time I did one, the dev was like, "Boom!" Like, he was so hyped, dude. He was so hyped. There's some brother drama. You're like looking for your brother. The stakes are pretty high. And then there was a boss at the
Did
end.
you grab any kind of melee weapons or anything
Not
like
in
that?
this build.
Okay.
Coming. They said chairs will be there, bottles will be there, stuff like that, because I really wanted to get that going.
Oh, we got the boss now.
I shouted out one of my favorite scenes. Everyone's going to judge me. Literally, one of my favorite fight scenes in a movie is in Alita, the bar fight. She fucking slams his head in the table and throwing bottles everywhere, kicking swords at people. Like, huge vibes of that scene in this game. the end of the demo was like the Matrix lobby area. This boss comes out. She's like she also had a spine, the boss.
Okay.
She's sending like spider bots at you.
Spine versus spine.
Yeah, she would disappear like into the shadows and then pop out. You'd have to dodge, try to attack her. Pretty fast-paced, intense boss fight. You really had to be on your toes and dodge around, kind of use the columns to avoid her attacks. There's like perfect dodges too. So yeah, way more positive on it here, especially because I got my hands on it versus Gamescom. They also said next year, 2026. So give this game even more. Give this game more time, and we can have a winner. I'm hoping it delivers because I love the premise and I love the gameplay style.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Sweet. Thank you, Huber. If you enjoyed our...
Wait. This enemy is called Edacop.
Yeah.
And it has a spider next to it. And Edakopen is Norwegian for spider.
Cool. That's cool.
Just thought that was cute.
Great lore, Isla. Thank you for sharing that.
And I do see the
That's
concrete breaking there, just Matrix style, like you were saying. Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah.
So, yeah, really, really cautiously optimistic about this one, and it's super on my radar.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, so thanks for watching this preview from Summer Game Fest. We've got plenty of other stuff out there for you to check out from this week. So get over there for all the reactions and previews. We even had Drinkbox came in and did a live demo of Blighted that might have gotten lost in a shuffle, so make sure you check that out. And check out the other stuff on the channel. We are Easy Allies, and you can support us at patreon.com/easyallies. We'll see you soon.